You might be surprised by what I'm about to say, and if you're seeing this right now, it's definitely no coincidence. It's just too little, too late for anyone who doubted you. Your life is already shifting for the better. You've been sensing that a breakthrough was coming, and as a chosen one, your everyday encounters practically screamed it. Bigger, brighter days are lining up for you. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop 77 in the comments to send a potent signal to the universe. Watch on repeat to magnify its energy, and remember, if you're truly chosen, you'll stay until the very end. If not, you'll likely click away. Chapter 1. A Shift Beyond Words. Your life wasn't always smooth. You faced routine pressures, conflicts at work, misunderstandings in relationships, and that nagging sense of unfulfilled potential. Yet beneath all that, you've also carried a knowing, a subtle voice telling you you're destined for something greater. Lately, that voice has grown louder, hasn't it? You notice small synchronicities. Maybe you think of someone and they call, or you stumble on a resource precisely when you need it. These little coincidences serve as breadcrumbs, leading you out of the maze of self-doubt toward a place where you can claim your life's true potential. At first, you might have shrugged off these occurrences as random or fleeting, but as they pile up, you realize there's a pattern. Something has shifted on a level beyond normal comprehension, like the universe has turned its gaze to you specifically. This isn't arrogance, it's resonance. When a chosen one's spirit aligns with their path, reality starts bending just enough to open doors that were locked or hidden before. The too little too late part applies to anyone who once scoffed or tried to bring you down. They can hold their eyes wide now because the shift is already in motion. What's really powerful is how you feel inside. The anxiety that used to hover may still appear, but it dissipates faster. Old triggers don't hold the same sting. You sense an incoming change that you can't quite explain, but it's undeniably there. It's like you're standing in the quiet eye of the storm, aware that everything else might be chaotic, yet you're centered. This calm isn't accidental. It's the universe's way of confirming that a deeper change is happening. As you lean into this feeling, your trust in the process grows, letting you see that your transformation isn't just wishful thinking. This shift goes beyond words because it doesn't rely on logic or external validation. It's an energetic alignment that says, enough of the old narrative. I'm stepping into something new. If you've doubted your readiness, notice how your day-to-day responses have evolved. Maybe you react with more empathy, or you chase that job lead without second-guessing yourself. Those are signs you're in sync with a grander movement unfolding in your life. And there's no going back, because once you taste this sense of spiritual momentum, the old limited way of being feels impossibly small. Chapter 2. Why too little, too late no longer applies. For a long time, certain voices, both your own inner critic and maybe people around you, kept saying, it's too late to start over, or too little has changed for it to matter. This negativity can echo especially loud when you're tired of waiting for a breakthrough. But here's the kicker. Once your life starts shifting for the better, all those claims lose credibility. The phrase too little, too late dissolves in the face of real transformation. No matter how big the obstacles or how long the delays, your newfound progress proves that time and quantity aren't the only factors at play. You see, the universe doesn't operate on human timetables. You might have felt behind in your career or relationships, watching peers sail ahead while you wrestled with setbacks. But the moment you align with what's genuinely yours, be it a calling, a mission, or a dream, you'll find time behaves differently. The progress you make in weeks can surpass years of half-hearted effort. It's not an exaggeration. When you're attuned to your destiny, each step holds exponential power. That's why the too little, too late notion falls apart. Even small acts of dedication can yield surprisingly large outcomes. Maybe you only had the bandwidth to work on your project 30 minutes a day, but now that small window bursts with unprecedented creativity. Or maybe you only recently learned the importance of setting boundaries and watched as your relationships dramatically improved in short order. The external changes validate that quantity or perfect timing aren't as crucial as authenticity and willingness to act when the universe nudges. Furthermore, no one can say it's too late. If they don't understand the grand design of your life, they might not see the spiritual scaffolding you've been constructing through every lesson and setback. Each moment you spent learning from heartbreak, financial strain, or identity crisis laid the groundwork for this very season. When your readiness meets divine orchestration, rapid leaps become natural. So someone else's timeline or conventional wisdom about when success should happen carries little weight now. In essence, your path is unique. The universe has been preparing conditions behind the scenes, even in periods that look stagnant. At the right juncture, everything converges and your shift seems to suddenly happen. That's how cosmic timing works. Intangible to outsiders, but crystal clear to you once it clicks. So wave goodbye to the old lament. Too little, too late. The pace and scale of your breakthrough prove those words irrelevant. It doesn't matter if it felt delayed to the human eye. Once the universe says go, you're propelled forward with unstoppable momentum, rendering the old critiques obsolete. Chapter 3. Recognizing your everyday miracles. While the broad stroke of your life changing is thrilling, sometimes the evidence is woven into your daily routines. You might wake up feeling a clarity you haven't known for years, or you realize your usual anxiety about work has lessened significantly. These subtle shifts are everyday miracles, tiny glimpses of the better future already blossoming. As a chosen one, noticing these signs is crucial because they confirm that the transformation isn't just theoretical. It's playing out in real time, right under your nose. Take something as simple as interpersonal dynamics. Maybe conversations with loved ones feel lighter, or you're not as drained by office politics as before. That's no accident. When your internal frequency lifts because you're stepping into your purpose, external tensions often recede. People respond to your newfound calm with more optimism and less resistance, or you find that problems at work or home solve themselves more quickly, revealing that your environment is synchronizing with your internal shift. Another everyday miracle could be the ease with which you tackle tasks. If you used to procrastinate or wrestle with self-doubt before starting a project, you might now find you can jump into them more readily. That momentum isn't just self-imposed discipline, it's a reflection of cosmic support aligning behind your decisions. It's as though the hurdles that once tripped you have shrunk, allowing you to channel your energy toward making steady progress instead of battling invisible barriers. Even your body may offer signs of this change. Perhaps you're sleeping better, having more vivid yet uplifting dreams, or experiencing a boost in energy levels throughout the day. While chosen ones aren't magically immune to fatigue or stress, improved physical well-being can indicate that your soul's alignment is filtering into your bodily health. This synergy between mind, spirit, and body is a hallmark of genuine transformation. You literally feel it, not just think or talk about it. Additionally, notice the random compliments or opportunities popping up. A coworker might mention your enthusiasm as contagious, or a social media. An acquaintance offers a collaboration that aligns perfectly with your goals. These might seem small or random, but they're signposts, the universe gently reminding you that you're on track. The more you pay attention, the more these everyday miracles multiply. In that sense, gratitude can become an amplifier. By acknowledging each blessing, no matter how small, you prime yourself to receive more. Recognizing these soul changes grounds you in the present, keeping you from drifting into the trap of waiting for some grand finale. Because the truth is, your upgrade isn't a single event, it's a process unfolding daily. Each minor shift is a break in the foundation of a larger edifice, one that will eventually stand as a testament to your growth. So embrace the wonder of these little miracles. Celebrate them, share them with your inner circle, and let them reassure you that the final outcome, whatever it looks like, will be as awe-inspiring as the small steps you are taking each day. Chapter 4. When past doubters realize they underestimated you. As your life shifts for the better, it's only a matter of time before the people who once dismissed or underestimated you begin to notice. Maybe they'll approach you with curiosity, asking how you managed to pivot so quickly or expressing mild amazement at your new level of success or contentment. These aren't random coincidences. It's a natural outcome, when a chosen one rises above the limitations once imposed by others. Some will come in humility, eager to learn. Others may approach skeptically, unsure if your transformation is genuine or fleeting. You might feel a twinge of validation, even vindication. After all, these are the same voices that might have told you you're aiming too high or that this path wouldn't work. It's tempting to gloat but resist the urge. Your journey wasn't about proving them wrong. It was about unfolding your destiny. A gracious approach might serve you better. After all, showing magnanimity can convert former doubters into allies or, at least, silent admirers. Remember, being chosen often entails leading by example rather than indulging in petty, "I told you so" moments. That said, remain cautious of fair-weather friends. Some folks might only be drawn to you now because they see material or social advantages in associating with your newfound success. Discern whether their interest aligns with mutual respect or opportunism. It doesn't mean you shut them out entirely. Just keep healthy boundaries. Listen to your gut. If something feels off, true allies won't just show up at the 11th hour expecting instant access to your blessings without having walked any of the journey with you. There's also a subtle dynamic that can unfold where past doubters, though intrigued, might still wish to see you fail. They'll be friendly on the surface, but you'll sense an undercurrent of envy or disbelief. If you spot these red flags, like passive-aggressive comments or attempts to downplay your achievements, don't internalize their negativity. You've come too far to let someone's unhealed insecurities derail you. Stay polite but firm in your knowledge that you've earned every bit of your upgrade. Their opinions, especially if they remain trapped in old mindsets, don't define your worth. Occasionally, though, you'll encounter someone genuinely willing to learn from your journey. They might admit they were wrong or that they couldn't see your potential at first. This can be a beautiful moment of healing for both parties. By extending understanding, you foster an environment where they too can break free from limiting beliefs. In that sense, your victory becomes their inspiration, demonstrating that radical change is possible at any stage of life. Ultimately, the reappearance of past doubters underscores how far you've come. They serve as a mirror, reflecting the contrast between their stagnant perspective and your forward leap. By handling these interactions with grace and wisdom, you reinforce the integrity of your path. You also affirm that your success wasn't born of bitterness or revenge, but of authentic growth and alignment. And that's the real victory, not just flourishing, but flourishing in such a way that even those who once dismissed you can't help but pause and wonder at the light you now radiate. Chapter 5. Staying open to continued growth. With your life on an upswing, it's tempting to assume you've arrived at some final destination. However, for chosen ones, each breakthrough is just one step in a continual unfolding. Yes, you should savor the sweet taste of your upgrade, but remain open to further expansions. A complacent mindset can stagnate your newfound momentum. The universe delights in revealing deeper layers once you show readiness, so keep your senses alert for additional nudges even as you celebrate. One way to maintain an open posture is through curiosity. Ask yourself regularly, what else can I explore? Which gifts haven't I fully developed yet? Curiosity wards off the trap of resting on your laurels. Maybe you've elevated your career. Now you can turn your focus to enriching your personal life or evolving your spiritual practices. Each domain, work, relationships, creativity, self-care, contains opportunities to refine and broaden your fulfillment. By nurturing your curiosity, you remind yourself that growth isn't a linear finish line, but a lifelong dance. Another factor is to keep your humility intact. When blessings multiply, some can slip into an ego-driven mindset, believing they're invincible or better than others. That arrogance can blind you to crucial lessons still ahead. A chosen one knows that every success is partly co-created by unseen forces, timing, and the foundations laid by others. Recognizing this keeps you humble and receptive. Humility doesn't diminish your achievements. It enriches them by acknowledging the web of factors that made them possible, ensuring you remain teachable and adaptable for what's next. Prayer or meditation can also help sustain openness. Even if you're not religious, a simple practice of quiet reflection invites clarity. You might sense a stirring, that there's more to uncover, a new direction, or a deeper mission calling your name. If you get complacent, you might ignore these subtle signals. But by maintaining a spiritual routine, you stay attuned to the gentle whispers that point to your next evolution. Regularly connecting with your inner self ensures that progress doesn't stop at this upgrade. It carries on, bridging each success to another horizon. Lastly, surround yourself with sources of inspiration that remind you growth is infinite. This could be reading biographies of visionaries, engaging in community events where innovative ideas abound, or simply following uplifting content online that resonates with your path. By feeding your mind positivity and transformative stories, you keep your subconscious primed for further breakthroughs. That mental diet helps you see obstacles not as dead ends, but as puzzles to solve on your path to even greater expansions. Staying open to continued growth is an act of respect for the journey that led you here. You've overcome hurdles, conquered doubts, and welcomed an upgrade, but the universe rarely stops at one victory. It's an unfolding narrative, each chapter building on the last. By honoring curiosity, humility, spiritual attunement, and external inspiration, you remain a lively participant in the cosmic script. So keep your eyes open, your heart receptive, and your spirit eager. The best part about being a chosen one is that each success is a prelude to an even grander chapter waiting just around the corner. Chapter 6, Helping Others Step into Their Upgrade. One of the most rewarding parts of a personal breakthrough is seeing how it can spark transformation in others. As a chosen one, your journey isn't just a private victory, it's also an example of the courage, faith, and commitment required for real change. Friends, coworkers, or even online acquaintances might quietly watch you evolve. When they see you thriving, it challenges them to question their own limiting beliefs. You may never fully grasp your influence. A casual remark about what inspired you could linger in someone's thoughts and motivate bolder choices. Your social media posts about personal growth might reach someone in a tough spot, nudging them toward therapy or a new creative venture. In these ways, your upgrade radiates outward, sparking fresh ripples of possibility. However, guiding others requires balance. Avoid sounding like you have all the answers. Every person's path has unique lessons. Your role is to share experiences, offer insights, and point to resources without dictating one right way. This approach honors their free will while providing stepping stones for their own awakening. You'll also encounter people seeking easy fixes. Offer compassion and advice, but encourage them to tap into their own power. True growth happens when they realize they can shift their reality themselves. If you do the work for them, they'll miss the resilience your own journey taught you. Another way to help is by creating supportive environments. You might host small gatherings or online forums where people share challenges and receive thoughtful feedback. By fostering safe, uplifting spaces, you invite them to explore their potential without fear of judgment. These communities can become incubators for continuous upgrades, nourishing everyone's progress collectively. Ultimately, your real impact lies in authenticity. People sense genuine passion versus an air of superiority. By living your upgrade, showing integrity, patience, and vision in everyday life, you show others what's possible. They may not openly credit you, some might never do so. Yet your example plants seeds in hearts far and wide. Whether you witness each seed sprout doesn't matter. What matters is that your own willingness to grow draws others into the orbit of their own possibilities. Through this collective awakening, the universe's grand tapestry of growth is continually woven, each chosen one's breakthrough igniting another soul's transformation. By simply being who you've become, you help others believe in what they too can achieve. Chapter 7, Embracing the Celebration and Next Steps. You've arrived at a pivotal moment. Your life is about to upgrade in ways you once prayed for, perhaps even doubted would come. Now is the time to celebrate, not as a fleeting indulgence, but as a powerful affirmation of the transformation unfolding. Whether you choose a quiet solo ritual, an intimate gathering, or a reflective walk, let this celebration seal the shift, signaling to the universe that you're ready to embrace your new reality. Yet celebration isn't an endpoint, it's a springboard. Once you honor a milestone, your progress amplifies. In this celebratory energy, set fresh intentions. If you've landed a better job, explore how to excel even further. If you found emotional healing, consider how to expand your capacity for joy and creativity. Each success can open into a richer chapter of growth. While you bask in your achievement, remember humility. Acknowledge the trials that led here, so arrogance doesn't hinder future blessings. Your journey testifies to the power of faith, perseverance, and alignment. That perspective keeps you grounded as more abundance flows in. Also, remember the power of gratitude during this time. By reflecting on each blessing, you remain open to the flow of universal support, attracting more reasons to celebrate. A thankful heart serves as both anchor and compass, guiding you toward greater alignment. Another step is to refocus on self-care. With new opportunities come added demands. Continue nurturing your mental, emotional, and physical health to maintain the vibrational frequency that invites further rewards. Simple habits, mindfulness breaks, consistent rest, journaling will help you stay centered in a rapidly evolving life. Finally, stay attuned to guidance. Celebrating doesn't mean tuning out the universe's next call. If a new calling or skill tugs at your heart, heed it. Often, fresh instructions follow close on the heels of a breakthrough, testing whether you'll settle or remain open to deep evolution. By listening, you weave your new chapter into a tapestry of ongoing growth. Now you stand on the threshold of an upgraded existence. Celebrate wholeheartedly. Let your gratitude radiate. Then channel that energy into what lies ahead. Each rung of the ladder has been placed by a cosmic hand, guiding you toward ever greater heights. All that remains is to take the next step, carrying with you the confidence that tomorrow holds even more promise than today.